Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. On this episode, I want to take you guys along and get out on a good ride, get up in the mountains and the hill country, really just get away from it all. I've been processing, grabbed the camera gear, threw it in the car. Today is Friday, February 3rd, and it's good for me to just be able to get out. Fridays are my days off, and so I want to be more intentional. I want to be more intentional with the way I spend my time and the way I document my time. And with Post Family Pilgrimage, one of the things we were talking about is just a family as we sat down on New Year's Eve and really going into the new year was to be more intentional this year. And so what we want to do is we want to, of course, do stuff like this. You've probably noticed it in the past couple of weeks. We've been putting out more content, and it's because it's absolutely what we love. I enjoy the editing. I enjoy the whole process behind it all. So as I was saying, I just want to be able to be, we want to be able to be more intentional this year, and we want to be able to get out and do things. And so on Fridays is my day off, and every Friday I have an opportunity to get out to do more of this, do some just sightseeing, just do some exploring, document it really for you all when the weather permits. And the last couple of weeks, every Tuesday, Wednesday, it's been pretty dicey around here for the last 2 weeks here at the end of January. Now we're February. So hope to be able to get out more here very soon. And ultimately though, I'm not gonna rush today. I wanna enjoy today as much as possible. So I'm gonna be heading up on the other side of Mountainburg and entering into the Ozarks National Forest from that side. Should be a good time. I look forward to it. So I'm just thinking as I'm driving here just about how good this is for the soul. Studying something, and I was gonna wait until I got parked and got set up to really even talk to you about it, but I just want to share. It's something that we are working through at our church. We're doing a series right now called Fully Devoted. But the real question is, what does it mean to love God with all of your heart, soul, mind, and strength? And so when I say, man, just getting out here into the country, up into the mountains and the hill countries and the Ozarks is good for my soul, what really does that mean? And it's kind of a complicated question, but it's also, anyone who ever comes out here just kind of knows what I mean, I think. It's just good for the body to just kind of reconnect at times with nature and to get away from the craziness that is the busyness of the world and the news and just the heaviness of all of that and the junk and the politics, and to just get away and to be able to just track your maps and get out on these country roads and up into where the blacktop's going to end here in just a bit. The dirt roads begin and the trails begin. It's just good for the soul.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. Flying, get on board. We're soaring on top of the world. Flying, get on board. We're soaring on top of the world.
Heart, soul, mind, and strength. Oh, look at that. It's just like a soup. Y'all hear that? Oh. As you can see, on a day like today, I didn't bring a ton of gear. Of course, the hammock and all that kind of stuff just stays in here, straps in case. But really, yeah, that's it. Just some waters, just enough stuff to hang out for the day, and just to get away. I brought my work bag with my Bible, my Kindle stuff, so I can just be out here and enjoy that water and just do some thinking and just do some clarity of mind and processing. And again, man, it's good for the soul to get out here and to enjoy the outdoors. I love it. Sounds so cool. Peaceful. Just that water flowing. All right, I think I'll hang a hammock. Hey gang, so one of the things that I noticed actually when I was cleaning out and getting stuff situated just a minute ago in the 4Runner is that I always have multi-tools. And you saw that video probably that I did the other day. If you didn't, I'll put the link right here for you. But I love multi-tools. I got my first Gerber multiplier when I was 15 and used that like crazy. In fact, I have it. This Gerber multiplier right here, the lovely one-hand tool, has pulled more fish hooks out of fish. You know, just been more of my go-to ever since, like I said, 15. I'm 42 years old, so I've had this guy for a long, long time. And as I mentioned the other day, I put little lanyards of paracord on just about everything. Hey, absolutely love this guy. But about 10 years ago, I picked up this guy right here. This is the Leatherman Skeletal CX. And I have used this guy for years. Absolutely love it. You notice I put a huge piece of paracord on there. It's always just so that I can grab that cord and pull, and I know that it'll come right out with me. But this thing is awesome. It's got your bit as Leathermans do. So you just pull up right there and again switch out your bits. You saw the video probably the other day of all the different bits that I have that I carry. But this thing has a very nice serrated blade on there. I mean, that dude is awesome. As well as, well, it's just all kinds of stuff. And it locks, so it's a locking blade. So again, you have to push, then bend. But the other feature about this one, well, it's got a hook right here you can also use as a bottle opener, or just a clip. It does have a belt clip on the back side right here. But that guy right there is a great tool. I didn't come out here though to talk about Leathermans and tools. I came out here really just to get away. So I wanted to talk to you about a couple things. For me, this is getting away and this is relaxing. And you may have said or be thinking, man, dude, you've been running around filming, setting up cameras, doing all that behind the scenes type stuff that you probably don't see obviously in these videos. If you're on Patreon, you will. But that to me is part of the relaxing part. Now there's another side that scripture tells us simply to be still. And that is huge as well. And that to me is where it gets a little heavier. And it's just taking time to, again, be intentional and to ponder what God's doing, what God's showing me, what all's going on back in town, in the world that is my wife, Susanna, Hayden, Hallie, Harper, the kids, and just kind of their busyness of life right now, their season of life. And coming out like this and just relaxing and being able to just hang out, go down by the creek and just get recharged and to rest. That is the subtlety of just being still. And so wanted to share that with you, maybe encourage you with that if you're not doing that for yourself, that you need to get out here. Come on out here. It's free reign, man. You can come out and check it all out. Just explore. If you follow us on Patreon, I'll put the links for you so you can get directly here with the files and everything. But yeah, I want to encourage you to get out and to find a spot, hang a hammock, and just rest. Just recharge, just refuel. Show you something I picked up recently. Is the new Kindle. This is the Kindle Scribe, and I keep my Bible on here, as well as all the other books that I use. But this thing will last for practically forever on a single charge. But I want to read to you a passage, so give me just a second to find it. So in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4, 5, 6, and 7, it ultimately says this. Now this is the commandment, the statutes and the rules that the Lord your God commanded me to teach you, that you may do them in the land in which you are going to possess it. All right, so that's verse 1 and 2. So here's verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. And these words that I command you today shall be on your heart. Teach them diligently to your children. And he goes on to talk about how you should put them on your hands and on your forehead and on the doorposts of your house. This is in Scripture what we call the Shema. And the Shema just means, it's Hebrew for hear. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. It's a beautiful passage. Jesus is questioned by the Pharisees in the New Testament about this very text, or actually what the greatest commandment is. And Jesus says this one, Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God, the Lord is one. And then he says, and you should love the Lord your God. He splits it up in 4 ways. With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all of your strength, which encompasses all 4. And then he says you should also love your neighbor as yourself, which is a whole nother challenge in and of itself to go, okay, I'm fleshing this out for me with all my heart, soul, mind, and strength. Now, how do I love my neighbor just like I'm now loving me and taking care of me? And so that passage, as I mentioned earlier on the road down here, is just resonating with me lately of what it means to love God with all of your heart. So with your inner core, your being, your soul, which is your emotions. The word there is psyche, and then your mind. And the mind is where I'm really wrestling and thinking through, because again, it means to be intentional, and it means to Colossians 3:2 says, set your mind on things above, not on the things of this world. And so even though I come out into this beautiful creation and God's creation, I am able and reminded to love him, and that he's the one who created all of this. And so I just get to come out and soak in the beauty that is his creation. All right, just wanted to share that with you. Just wanted to encourage you with that. Also, if you are at all interested, check one of these out. Absolutely love this thing. It has back screen, all that kind of stuff. But also, this is the best part. You can go in here and you can go to Notebook and you can write, I don't know if you can even see this, but you can write notes. You can create a note and then you can just write and it's there. So this thing comes in super handy. Lets me write notes on Scripture, on my Kindle, and just be able to wrestle with things, write down thoughts throughout the day. Anywho, that's enough of all this. Let's get back to it. I'm going to take some time to just sit and ponder.
There we go. Not bad.
road is bright. That is just about blinding. Somebody's parked up here. It's pretty wild. You go from nothing to snow covered, and so you just got to be careful because the shade of these trees is, I mean, golly, you hear that? It's solid ice, y'all. Solid ice. There we go. Here's more ice. Goodness. Weird when that mud is an appreciated relief. Road closed, so that's the road we came in on the other day, on the snow day. We could only get so far. Now we'll go on up. And we are here. All right, guys, so we are at the entrance. As you just saw us pull up to a second ago, we're gonna go ahead from here and head on up to the top. check in. So, made it to the top. I'll get out of the way. You can see it for yourself. How beautiful is that, huh? Well, as you can see, it is just absolutely beautiful up here. And I would absolutely love to just hang out up here all day. But it's 2:15 and I have to pick up kids from school at 3:15. So I'm gonna be pushing it to get back on time and to pick them up. I'll show you up under here and let you see that ridge line over there. So pretty. You know, it's so beautiful up here. There's a little fee area where you pay $3 to park when you come up. And so you just fill out the little form, drop your $3 in there. There's all the rules and everything. Keep your dogs on leashes, all that good stuff. Be safe. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful day out here. Snow is melting. Got a nice vault toilet over there. And man, this thing is dirty. Maybe the dirtiest I've ever got it. But a lot of fun. All right, so we're gonna head down the mountain and try to get back to get the kids, pick them up before school gets out within an hour. So we'll see how we do. Hey y'all, just as I'm pulling out, one of the things I forgot to mention is that they have cabins up here at the top of White Rock, and you can rent these out, and they're beautiful cabins with an amazing view off the back. You just look them up online. I'll put the link in the description below for you, where you can go and check out this old building here. We've been in there several times. Really cool little store. Old lookout tower up there, water tower. Awesome. I've camped over here on the left many a times over the years. It's a great spot. Every time we cross that, Harper says, the Arkansas River. Hey gang, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. In case you were curious, I got home at 3:45. Hayden got a ride home with his friend, and they pulled up literally right behind me as I pulled into the driveway. So the timing was perfect there. It worked out. Do us a huge favor if you haven't done so already. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check us out on Patreon. We got a lot of footage over there that we're beginning to build up and get that thing kicked off. We've got shopoverlandapparel.com for all of our merch, and a link will be in the description below. Hey, thank you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you on the next one.